bit different. I'm going to be sowing my Chamaecereus silvestrii, commonly known as the peanut cactus seeds today. And it's the 19th of August, and the reason I'm mentioning the date is this not only me sowing my seeds, but it's also part of a little bit of a fun little competition that we've got going on here on YouTube. It's a cactus seed growing, fun growing competition. And it's actually been started by Dustin from Cactusmain. Hi Dustin. And also Liam from Desert Skies. Hi Liam. And I'll put the link to both of their channels down below in the About section. So check them out, guys. And what it is, it's the 19th of August and all of us, all around sort of the world, different parts, are all going to be sowing cacti seeds today. Now, it's only cacti. It's not succulent, guys. So it's just going to be cacti. And we're all growing different types of cacti. Dustin's got a few different types. Liam's got different types. And a few of the other people are all growing different types of cacti. And because they're obviously cacti seeds grow at many different rates, it's not a competition as such. We're purely calling it that because it's just a bit of fun. And it's to encourage more people to start growing cacti from seeds because it's very rewarding. Now, what this competition involves is obviously we mentioned a bit about the method we actually use to sow cacti from seeds, and also what seeds we actually going to be sowing, and just a little bit of evidence that we are actually sowing it on the 19th. And then it just involves regular updates every now and then on how the seeds are doing. So that's easy enough. Now, these seeds are my Chamaecereus silvestrii, as I mentioned earlier, the peanut cactus. And they're actually seeds from my own plant that I had flowering this year that I pollinated myself and I've got seeds from. And they're extra special because I've never had seeds from this plant before, this cactus. And it's must be 30 years old. It's one of the very, very first cacti I've ever had. So to be growing seeds from my very first cactus is extra special, guys. And I put a link up above to check the video out I did on harvesting these seeds. So it's going to be extra special if they germinate for me. As I say, this competition is just a bit of fun, and it's really just to get to encourage more people to grow cacti from seeds. So if they don't germinate, or you're doing the competition, you don't have a success, it's just a bit of fun, guys. And not fungi. Hopefully you don't want any fungi on our seedlings. It's fun, guys. So let's get going then, shall we, guys? Now, the method I like to use is what I call the baggy method, or I should say what Dustin calls the baggy method. Now, Dustin from Cactusmain, who is part of this competition, him and Liam, is actually, from watching his amazing video on how to grow cacti from seed using the bag method, I've had such fantastic success with this, guys. It works a treat. I've been growing seed for a number of years, but I have so much success with growing with the baggy method, and that's the method I prefer to use. Now, I've already made a video on how to grow cacti from seed, so I'm not going to go into the whole procedure here. And I put the links up above to that video, so check that out, guys. That goes into the whole detail in what I use to make my soil mix, what I do to sterilise the soil, sterilise the water, also writing out the bags and the whole procedure, and that will be on there. But basically, like I said, I'm using the baggy method. I've mixed the soil up. I've pre-watered the pots already with the soil in, because obviously if you sow the seed, water them, they can just go straight out. So that's done. They've also soaked up underneath, like so. And I wrote out the date on the bags as well, the 19th of August. And it's time to get sowing then. Now, what I've done, when I sow my seeds, even though I haven't got too many of these seeds, I've only got about 20, 25 altogether, I split them up into two separate pots. And the reason for this is because if you sow them all in the one pot, even though there's more than enough space, if, God forbid, you get a fungus or mold or anything like that, it can wipe out your whole seedlings. But if you've got two pots, there's more chance if the one comes down with fungus, more chance the other one's going to be okay. But like you say, sometimes, you know, it happens where they get wiped out or they don't grow. And this is all just a bit of fun. So let's get going. Let's get sowing. Now, first of all, I'm going to get the first lots here. Now, always make sure that your hands are clean when you're sowing seeds, because if you've got dirty hands, you can spread fungi and everything else. As I said, I've sterilised the soil already, and I've also boiled the water, which is optional, you don't have to do. I just prefer to do this. The more you minimalise bacteria and fungi, the better. And then literally these seeds are so tiny, just literally sprinkle them on. So it depends, some cacti seeds can be larger than others, some can be really small, as in this case. These are more like tiny bits of pepper. There's one in between my fingers there. Get that out. And just try to distribute them as evenly as possible. And that's that pot done. Make sure there's none hiding. Then the next lot. I love sowing from seed. It's always so exciting to do. And then this pot again, the same thing, just sprinkle them all out evenly. What I'm going to be doing as part of this competition is obviously doing regular updates on how they grow. But as you know, cacti seeds can take anything from a number of days to a number of weeks to even months to germinate. So it's that old saying, how long's a piece of string, when it says how long are they going to take to germinate. And now the next thing is putting them into the bags. As I said, always make sure that you label the bags so you know what you're sowing, especially if you are sowing more than one. In the past I've sown a load at the same time and then forgot what I've been sowing. Pop them in. And then this keeps it into an airtight environment. It also helps with the humidity, which encourages them to germinate well as well. And that's the one done. And the second one. And what I'm going to be doing with these is obviously, as I explain more in my actual video, how to grow cactus from seed, is I'm going to put them into a bright location that receives some sun, but away from very strong, intense sun, because that can also prevent them from germinating, or it can make them go red when they do germinate. And let's pull that away there. Just bring it across here. Let me show you, that's my 2 seeds done. So there you go everybody, that's the seeds all sown. And like I said, I'll keep you updated on how they do. And it's all just a bit of fun, just to get everybody to start growing cacti from seed. And I'm going to be putting these now into my conservatory, in a place that receives a bit of sunshine but away from intense sun, as I said. And I'm going to send you loads of love, heaps of happiness and tons of cactus power from Ireland. And until the next video guys.